Hi everybody, welcome to Southern California, Riverside to be exact. I'm Bryan O'Neill from 89.7 KSGN, and they asked me to talk to you about something in radio. And can I talk about increasing your cum? Can I talk about recycling? Can I talk about music rotations? So just all kinds of things. All the stuff we do to stay busy at our radio stations. What I'm going to talk to you about is slowing down, going home, being with your family. Now, as an advanced heart disease patient, I know better than any that life will end like this. It almost did for me several times. And so I'm taking a closer look at where I spend my time, and that time happens to be more with family and friends than putting in 20 hours a day at a radio station. These radio stations are a great ministry. Don't think that I'm not saying so. But it's not your entire life. And it would be real sad if you made it your entire life, because there's a life going on around you. Family, friends, things at church, other stuff to get involved in. Your radio station, you can make it so that you don't have to work yourself to death to make it successful. I saw something just today. Someone said, man, I haven't had a vacation in 2 years. I'm trying to figure out what to do. 2 years? Are you kidding me? I see the guys, I see y'all on Facebook. I'm working all weekend and all week also. You gotta take some time for yourself. Here's the thing. At any moment, any of us could just drop dead. Seriously. You could be just talking along one moment. Excuse me, I saw an orange I wanted. Don't worry, I'm okay. You can be talking along 1 minute and you can just drop. I've come very close several times, and that's why I'm warning you against spending that kind of a life. A friend of mine, when we were in the Nashville summit, said, what do you think about? I mean, you've had all these close calls in your life, and just if you don't know my situation, they've been inside my heart 7 times. I've had a quad bypass, I've had several stents, that kind of thing, and other things where they call me 9 lives around here. But God still has me doing something, and part of that is running the radio station. Part of that is, being a part of my family, being active, being there with them instead of away at work. So this is kind of a really, well, as you can tell, I feel real strongly about taking care of yourself. Don't work so much. There's always tomorrow. What are you planning on doing tomorrow? Maybe not. Maybe you won't be here tomorrow. That's kind of how I live my life. If we're doing something and planning something and it's just we're at the end of the day, once in a while I will work long hours to make sure something happens. The rest of the time I go, you know what? This can wait for tomorrow or the next day because I'm going home. I've kind of reached my limit. Did you know that you can stress yourself out and you can do damage to your heart and your health even doing what you have a passion about? That's something that when I learned that from the doctor, really changed me. And it's tough because I have a workaholic personality over the years. Lately, I'm like, I'm going home. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because one of our fellow broadcasters was asking me several questions about that and how I live my life. I live my life knowing that I could drop at any moment. Now, because I have heart issues, people think that I'm at more risk than you are. Not at all. How many people do you know that didn't have heart issues until they did and dropped and left us? I'm just one of the super fortunate ones. I can't tell you why God still has me here. But I want to pass this along. I learned about this a long time ago. You probably can't read my handwriting, but we'll give it a shot here. You got that? Freeze it. Okay, let me read it for you. The book is called Margin: Restoring Emotional, Physical, Financial, and Time Reserves to Overloaded Lives. I highly recommend that. In fact, now that I've brought it up, it's been so long since I've gone through this book, I'm probably going to go through it again. This is a great thing. Build in margins in your life. Build in the times when you're not overloaded, or so you won't be overloaded. That's all I can tell you today. Hopefully that's an encouragement from a guy who's been there. Thanks for listening.